Yes, hi. In the previous session, we have seen the TCP connection establishment. The second process after the establishment of the connection between the client and the server is data transfer. Okay, the sender will be sending and the acknowledgement will be received for all the data. If at all within the timer, if the data has not been within the timer, if the acknowledgement has not been received by the sender, then the timer it will be resent. The data will be resent, and it will again switch on the timer, and with if it gets within the time period the acknowledgement, then it will go for the next data transfer. This is how the data transfer takes place between the client and the server. Okay, once the data transfer process also gets over, then what we have to do? Now we should terminate the connection which we have established between the client and the server. So what are the steps involved in termination of the connection? That is closing a connection. See here, the client closes socket. So it will be sending a message called, it will be initiating the function called client socket dot close, with which it will be closed. So what happens? Client end system sends TCP fin control segment to the server. So after data transfer gets over, the client will be sending the segment called fin segment. Then the server will be acknowledging or replying with the acknowledgement. Then once the server has transferred all the data, it will again give the segment called send the segment to the client called fin segment. Then the client, it will wait for some timeout period, then it will give the acknowledgement. Clear? So this is how we are going to terminate the connection between the client server. The client should first send the fin segment, for which the server will be replying with the acknowledgement. Again, the server should send the fin segment, for which the client will be sending the acknowledgement. Once all these four steps gets over, the connection will be terminated between the client and the server. Clear? So this is what happens. Then TCP connection, with the life cycle diagram they have explained. See, closed. Initially, when we are getting into the system, there will not be any connection between the client and the server. So what we have to do? So since the server, sorry, client will send the SYN message or SYN segment. Then the connection will be established. Then the data transfer, everything happens. Then fin wait, it is waiting for the finish message. Then it receives acknowledgement, sends nothing. Then it wait for the second fin wait from the server. Then it goes to the timeout. If you see this diagram, you can come to know what are the events that happened. Okay, so first it is wait for the first fin, then second is nothing but fin 2. From the server it is getting fin, that is fin wait 2. Then timeout period, within the timeout period it will give the acknowledgement and it will close. Wait for 30 seconds and the connection will be closed. This is at the client side. What happens at the server side? You see the right side diagram. Here initially the server will be closed and it will be listening. If it gets the SYN segment from the client, it will establish the connection. Then it will get the fin from the client. Once it gets, it will wait, it will close. It will send the acknowledgement and it will close. And again it has to send again the server will be sending the fin segment, for which it will get the acknowledgement from the client within the timeout period. Once that is done, the connection will be terminated. So this is what the life cycle of the client, TCP client and the server. So this is all, that's all about the TCP connection management. With this, I think we can end up the session. Once again, I want to repeat this. See, there are three processes in the TCP data transfer. One is connection establishment, where the data will be, where three processes will be taken, three steps are taken place. One is the client will be sending the SYN segment and the server will be sending the SYN acknowledgement, and in turn the client will be sending the SYN acknowledgement. Then comes data transfer. Once the data transfer gets over, the client will be sending the fin, that is every data transfer is over, so I want to terminate the connection. This is the information sent by the client to the server for which it is sending. The server will be giving the acknowledgement. Now the server wants to close the connection. If it thinks that all the data is transferred to the client, then it has to send the segment called fin segment, for which the client will be replying within the timeout period. That is, acknowledgement will be sent by the client within the timeout period, and after this step the connection will be terminated. As we said, this is the client life cycle at the client as well as the server. So whatever is happening at the left hand side, that is mentioned in the life cycle. Whatever is happening at the right hand side, this side, that is server side, that is mentioned in the server's life cycle. This is how the TCP connection management takes place at the client as well as the server. In the next session, we'll be seeing the congestion control mechanism. Okay, so about TCP, there are 4 topics, that is segment structure, then reliable data transfer, in which we have seen fast retransmit, and we came to flow control, in which we said how we can use the buffers to avoid data loss. Then we went for this TCP connection management, in which we explained all the 3 steps that has to be followed by the TCP for the data transfer. So with this, I'm ending this session. Thank you, and please, if at all this question is asked, please draw the life cycle diagram, which is very important. You can understand the things only with the diagram more easily. So don't forget to draw these 2 diagrams if the question is asked. The life cycle diagram is very important. So just draw the diagram and explain. If you take network subject, you have to explain all the answers with the diagram. Without diagram, your answer is invalid. So try to create your own diagrams and explain the things, so that the evaluators will be knowing how better you have understood the concept. So if at all in the textbook also diagram is not given, don't worry, you just create your own diagram and explain the things which will impress the evaluators. And yes, with this I'm ending my session. Thank you. Bye.